But, what? But, that's Sappho. Sappho is back. And Malina's back. It's been a long time. We haven't made a video in a very, very long time. But now we're back. Sappho and I. This is Malina. And we're in the forest today, and it's been raining yesterday, and it hasn't been raining for 3 or 4 weeks, so it's very wonderful. Everything is fresh and green and growing and wet, and the mosquitoes are out in abundance, and it's all good. And Sappho is happy, and she's chasing her ball in the little creek that is just down here. And this is our pause spot. We always have a rest here. Sit down, she can chew some sticks, and she can run for the ball in the creek when she brings it to mom to throw it. I was going to talk to you about today life and choices and plans. So I don't know if you're a person that just go with the flow, or if you make plans, big plans. I always went with the flow and always just thought, well, there's something interesting here. I'm going to check that out. I did my educations, both of them that way, not knowing exactly what I was going to do with it when I was done, just knowing that, okay, for the next 3 years, I'm in this education, and then I'll see what it brings. So I never made any plans. I never had any life plans. I never made any detailed plans for what do I want to do with this or that. I always just felt, well, let's see what it brings me, what people it brings me, where it brings me, where do I live, what am I going to do. And I have found out that my reason for moving that way through life is that I hate feeling trapped. And a lot of things can make me feel trapped. But sitting in a job, living somewhere, having that job only to be able to pay the rent for living at that some place, so that I can go to that job to make that money, that makes me feel trapped quite fast. And in the situation I'm in now, I had to leave Sweden. I had to leave my cabin up there. It was a hard life. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat that. It was a hard life. It was cold in the winter. I did not have any money, and it was kind of tough on me. So it's not that I regret moving out of there. I had to, but I had to go and live in Denmark because I want to have my full pension paid out in 7 years when I'm 68. And I wouldn't get that if I did not come to live in Denmark. Then they would start chopping away at my pension. So I had to come here to live. And to live here, it costs money. So I had to have a job. So those are already kind of constraints on me. I don't like it. But I got here, my uncle helped me to get here, and I have a decent rent. I'm not complaining, and the job is fine. My colleagues are wonderful. The old people that I work with are fun and sweet and nice, and everything is good. It's a hard job. I'm not kidding you. It's very hard, physically and mentally. But that's okay. I can do hard. But I cannot do purposeless. And to sit here and say, well, am I going to do this every day for the rest of my life until my pension? I started feeling a little bit trapped. And so I thought, well, yes, I have to do this. I have to live here. I have to have that job for a few years anyway. So I need a purpose other than doing my job well. And it is purposeful to help elderly people who need your help. It's a purpose in itself, of course. But in my life direction, I had to have a little bit more of a purpose with what I'm doing and why am I doing it. And it is not to take one more education to learn the care giving profession. It is not. So I started talking to the AI Google lady. She has become one to not only answer simple questions, but someone that you can actually have a very, very long conversation with. And I find that to be fun. So my new plan is to save up money to buy an electric camper van. It's not going to be buying a camper van. I'm going to buy a van and build it to be a camper van. And I've been checking out rules and regulations and everything. And yes, you can have the camper van as your permanent address, allowing you to leave Denmark for half a year, almost half a year. 180 days you're allowed to be out of Denmark. You have to be in Denmark 183 days a year to be a legal resident, to be able to get your pension, to be able to get your extra pensions, which I am going to get when I'm 68, if I'm still living single and I don't have fortune and stuff like that. You can get a little bit extra. And that will provide for me very, very nicely, thank you. But I can start taking some of my worked up pension out when I'm 65. And that's not even 4 years away. So that's my plan. Save up as much as I can now with the money I make at this job. Stay here, live in the house that I live in. Provide for this one. And in the spring of 2029, I should have enough money to buy an e-camper and start remodeling it and rebuilding it. Hopefully being able to do that in 1 year. And then we're into March of 2030 and I will be 65 and I can start taking some of my pension money out. I can stop working and live on that pension money. And that means I can leave the country in the wintertime, going down south through Europe into Spain, into Portugal, and keep myself out of the frost. If I want to, I could also head up into the mountains of Andalusia or down the Algarve into inland Portugal and get some snow in the mountains if I want to. I'm not sure I want to. That should be for Sappho then, because she likes the snow. But those are the plans. So now I have a plan for the first time in my life. I have a purpose and a plan with what I'm doing instead of feeling trapped. So I don't know if you move in the same way in life, but that's the way I need to do things to not just move away from a situation that I did not quite choose myself. Of course, there's a lot of choice in it, but when you have to do this thing to do the other thing, that's when I can start feeling a little bit trapped. Even if my life situation is fine, it's okay, it's a nice house I live in, there's plenty of room to roam with Sappho, the job is nice, the colleagues are wonderful, the old people are nice. There's nothing wrong with any of it. The family is nearby. But I didn't quite go there myself. There are lots of things that are restrictive in it. I have to go to work every day from a plan that some other people lay down on me. At 7 o'clock, you have to be here wearing this clothes, doing this job. And I find that hard. I find that a bit difficult. There's a bit of a rebel in me saying, nobody's going to tell me what I'm going to do. But of course they are, because it's a job I have. So I have to turn it around to not feel trapped. So now I'm turning it around and say, I chose this job because then I can put a little bit of money aside when I have a real job. And I want to be able to put money aside to make kind of a larger purchase than I have done to buy this camper, buy the van, build it into a camper van with all natural materials. I'm going to lay out the details for you later, but it's going to be wonderful. So that's the plan in my life now. Yeah, and you're coming along. Yeah, you're coming along. You're going to learn to love the van. You're going to learn to love to go. And my plan is to drive 1 hour at the time and then stop, either to charge or just to let Sappho out for 15 minutes, and then we'll just go again. And we will not hit any of the motorways down through Europe. We're asking the Google lady to plan the route to be in just country roads and through villages and stuff, because it's an electric camper van. It's not going to be driving that fast anyway, and she needs to stop and just get out, not to pee every time, but yeah, to get out every hour. I found that is a good way to drive for her, because then she's easy to get into the van again or into the car, and then we can continue. So that's planned for that. I'm planning all of that in the evenings, talking to the Google AI lady, and I'm having fun with it. So that's what it is. That's what life looks like right now. And in a month from now, we are going up to the little cabin in Sweden. I'm going to pack down a lot of things. Hopefully get the car. The car has not been sold, and it's probably not going to be sold. Shut up. It's probably not going to be sold. It looks like. So I'm going to probably take it home with me to Denmark. That's going to cost me quite a lot of money to do that, but then I have it. And I'm so tired of having that out there somewhere, not really being resolved. So hopefully I get the car home. We can get a lot of stuff from the cabin. And yeah, that's in a month that we are going to be taking that hike. So there are little stops and vacations and stuff in my life now that makes me not feel trapped, because I don't like that. I don't like feeling trapped. So I have to make decisions and make plans to not feel trapped. And I don't now. I don't feel trapped. I feel that I, for the first time in my life, have a detailed plan on what I'm going to do for the next 5 years. And then we'll see what comes. Then we'll see what kind of life I will have in the camper van. But the camper van, buying the van, building it into the camper van, and the way I've decided to do it, that's a plan. That's a plan, and a detailed one at that. And I'm having fun with it. And it's going to happen. I promise you. So, on that note, I'll see if Sappho is interested in saying bye. You gonna say bye to people? You gonna say bye? Finally? Yeah, they haven't seen you for a while, so you're gonna say bye-bye, everyone. I'm busy running from my ball in the water. My mom is so nice to throw it in the water for me. Yay! Go the other way. Go that way. Yeah, you can go that way. Go down through the forest. Get in there. Get the ball. Bye-bye, everyone. Sappho and I will see you on the next one.